Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the last reading geared for 2023. We're going to find out what you need to hear from the time you watch this reading until the clock strikes midnight on December 31st. Now, we're all dealing with divine timing. We all have been taught not to be attached to the outcome, but at the end of the day, we are all human and it is the end of the year. So those readings are designed for confirmation, validation, or a heads up so that you can get into alignment. Now, because we don't know what's coming out in these readings, I'm going to offer a bonus message at the end of the reading. There'll be a timestamp in the description box. So if this is a money and career reading, you'll get a law of attraction oracle. If it's a love reading, you'll get a love oracle. If it's about healing, you'll get a guardian angel oracle. And if it's about spirituality, it'll be a higher self message. So this is your first time here, a big warm welcome. My name is Christine. I worked on a very special 2024 reading on what you can expect. It is a very layered and detailed reading with timestamps. There'll be a link that comes up at the end of this reading. Calling in angel spirits and guides for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or whatever part of the birth chart you're focusing on. What's the message Capricorn needs to hear? What's going on with Capricorn from now till the clock strikes midnight? Now, as always, I like to select the messages first before getting into the reading, as it offers you an opportunity to sit with the images to receive your own intuitive message. What's going on for Capricorn from now till the clock strikes midnight? Ooh, very nice, Capricorn. Now we have a full moon in Cancer on December 26th or 27th, depending on where you are in the world. What is the message Capricorn needs to hear for the full moon in Cancer? Okay. Now we'll get out the tarot and we will get started. For the Capricorn collective, for who this message is for, what's going on with them? What is their situation, challenge, and your advice from now to the clock strikes midnight? All right. Oh, what's going on? Well, Capricorn, you're either coming into this reading feeling like you are persevering, you are fighting, or you're resisting. Okay, the Seven of Wands is that you keep trying to get to higher ground, fighting off the wolves until you get something. All right, let's find out. We've got the Light and the Garden of Venus, which is love, renewal, rest. So you have an opportunity to fill your cup, right? There could very well be, you know, it's Christmas time for those of you that celebrate. It's the end of the year for every single one of us that live on the planet. And it's a time where a lot of us take this opportunity to rest and renew ourselves. There's something about joy and delight. There's a nature theme coming through here about being grounded, simplicity, surrounding yourself in what brings you joy and happiness is going to be very important. Because the full moon in Cancer is about our emotions. It's about our home and our families, right? Emotions are running high. So super moons, right? They amplify that energy. So there's going to be a lot of emotions running amok. You need to focus on love. You need to focus on rest and renewal. Because your situation here is the Lover's card, right? This is that balanced, harmonious energy of soulmate energy, but it can also be you getting into mind, body, spirit alignment. Your inner knowing, your instincts are going to be at an all-time high, helping you navigate through certain situations. Now, this could be about a relationship, or this could just be you communing with your higher self. But what's challenging you is the Hangman. So this could be the fact that some of you don't want to be, you're looking at this as you're sacrificing everything because there's a delay, right? But it could also be that you've been procrastinating against getting yourself into mind, body, spirit alignment. All right, Lover's card does speak about relationships, making a balanced, harmonious choice in love. All right, you've got the Garden of Venus in love, so that love needs to be directed onto you, and you have a hard time with that, Capricorn. You're just like, all right, well, I'll just do whatever until Christmas is over or the stores start opening up. All right, there's a need for you to change your perspective on the time that's been given to you here. All right, because we've got Judgment here. This is a huge wake-up call. This is that opportunity for you to wake up and go, you know what? This is a new year. This is an opportunity for me to do what I want to do. But in order to make a big life-changing decision, you can't keep procrastinating on the things that will help you there. And a lot of us have a hard time realizing that loving ourselves, self-care, rest, and renewal is not a selfish act. It is very, very important. All right, let's clarify here. Now, emotions are running high. It could be in relationships, right? That there's a need for you to gain some illumination, and you will gain that through not being in the muck and the mire, but by being in a very restful, meditative state. Clarify lovers. What does this mean for Capricorn? A bit more information, please. All right. Your higher self. So from now till the clock strikes midnight, Capricorn, there's some sort of change coming, right? You've got some options, some opportunities before you. You could be feeling very emotionally overwhelmed because there's some kind of change that's coming down. And if it's in a relationship, to do with a long-term committed relationship, you might be feeling betrayed. You might be feeling angry. You might be feeling jealousy. There's some sort of a negative mindset, but you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Okay, so if you just intuitively understand something about a relationship, that there's a change coming, you might instantly feel overwhelmed, which is why it's important for you to get into mind, body, spirit alignment so you can see clearly and not let a negative mindset, right? If we have a negative mindset and something happens, we just instantly go to the worst case scenario instead of focusing on how you can clearly access and see through the illusion. Clarify the Hangman. Why is this the challenge? Three of Pentacles. So it could very well be that there's a change coming down towards you, Capricorn, and it's putting you into, you know, you're looking at other options. So if you've been betrayed in a relationship and you're like, what the hell, I want out of here, but then you get overwhelmed because your emotions are too high, right? What's challenging you is taking the time to go within. Now, if this is about work, you know, you've been going it solo and you have an opportunity to work with others, or this is about you working on your financial stability, what you need to do to get noticed. Now, with this being a 3, it could also be this change in a relationship was a third-party situation, and because the emotions are running high, because you're feeling dragged down, you might take it the wrong way. Right? So you really need to sit with what this is to you, what it is presenting to you. If it is about a job, it's about you working with someone else, working with a group. Instead of being negative about it, you're being asked to really sit with it. Clarify Judgment. What does this mean for Capricorn? Clarify Judgment, please. Okay, yeah. This wake-up call, intuitively you've known, but you haven't liked what your intuition has been trying to tell you, right? You have an opportunity to leave something behind, whether this is a relationship, right? Your intuition, your ability to see clearly is there, but if your anxiety is running amok, If you let the emotions of this full moon get the best of you, right? This is how bad choices, more lessons come on. So this is so important for you to breathe and for you to sit with what this change is instead of thinking that you're betrayed or that, you know, there's a war going on or that you gotta, you know, you're not trusting, you gotta look over your shoulder, right? You gotta get out of that energy so that you can see the forest for the trees. All right, Archangel Michael. Patience, moderation, get yourself into alignment so you can see clearly. Now this to me is a spiritual, but it's also a love relationship. So I'm going to get a love and a spiritual. For those that this message is about a relationship, what is the message you have, please? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Romantic feelings. So if you have feelings for someone else in a relationship, or if your feelings are trying to tell you something different, your intuition is leading you to the truth, but you've got to get in that energy to receive. Here's the higher self message for Capricorn. It's too many. Am I consistently showing up? Some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. Journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals. Then show up. So this is a test, right? Those of you that have been dealing with a negative mindset, those of you that have been always worried that something's going on in a relationship, right? There's a test coming, and it's so important that you don't let your emotions and a negative mindset set you up for more failure. We're going to read Garden of Venus. When the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to the pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Look at this. Put your sword away. There is nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary and it's time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into the sacred garden alone, as there is no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield, that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. What an amazing, powerful message, Capricorn. You got this. Check out your 2024 What to Expect. We'll talk to you again real soon.